Hey everybody, it's Dogger here back in DC Worlds Collide with a character spotlight I've been wanting to do even before I quit. I just never got around to it, but I decided I'm doing it today, and that character is Poison Ivy. I find this character to be a very interesting playstyle. The problem though is you're going to have to team her up with two other characters at most, or maybe one other, to really get her going because she really needs her team, which unfortunately is only two others. So this first talking about Poison Ivy, she is one of the few characters that actually puts poison out. Oops. Sorry about that. I have to talk about that other character later. If you look at her skills, you'll see that she's mostly attack based. So attack here, attack damage, and speed just to speed her up to do more attacks. As we look at her skills, this will show us why. So first up is her ultimate. She attacks the enemy back row, dealing superpower damage, don't know what the difference is, for 150% attack. Again, we want attack. But she also increases damage by 15% for each stack of poison. And you can see if you rank it up, I'm at level 2, because I believe I have rank 6, so she is 175%, and then eventually at rank 10 she'll become 200%. If you don't know, poison can stack up to 15 times on a character. So this could be an awful lot of extra damage, depending on how many stacks of poison they have. Her basic is simple, just do damage. 120%, I'm up to 130, I'll eventually go up to 140. So this is her, they call it the advanced, it could be called the stunt, or whatever. It adds one stack of poison to a back row enemy and another random back row target for 3 turns. You do want to get her up to rank 7, of course, because now you're getting 2 stacks. That adds more damage, and eventually you get to level 3 where it increases the duration for 4 turns, which is great because now you're keeping those poison stacks out there even longer. In her passive, she increases attack by 15%. When she deals damage, she increases her own attack by 1% for each stack of poison. So again, you keep getting more and more. As you see, if you level it up or level her up, base attack increases to 20%, and the attack is permanently increased by 2%. That is gigantic. Once you get a really big Poison Ivy, it becomes really nasty. That's rank 8 you'd want to get her up to get this 2% every time she did for each stack of poison. So like I said, so you see everything is poison based. Unfortunately, there's only 2 other characters who really put out poison, which we see for her Tactical Renaissance here. She also gives 6%, and of course increases poison damage taken by enemies by 12%. Obviously, if you're using her for poisons, you're going to want this Tactical Renaissance. And there's only 2 other characters that will activate it. The 2 other people that you would want to bring with her, Scarecrow and Penguin. Penguin being a tank, he's the one you could leave off if you don't really have him. But you absolutely positively want Scarecrow when you're using Poison Ivy. If you don't know why, we'll take a quick look at Scarecrow. We're kind of deviating off, but we need to see Scarecrow, why we need to use him. And it goes into his passive. He spreads fear at the start of the battle, giving a stack of poison to all enemies, and it lasts until the end of the battle. So that poison stack's always going to be there. It's always an increase. You see, I've taken him up when turn 2 ends. He spreads fear, yes, again. Turn 3 ends. So the first 3 turns, essentially, which is very easy to do, rank him up because he's a purple or an elite character. You're going to get 3 turns of him adding poison, which is that fear gas. And he also adds stacks of poison on his basic. So you can see how valuable he is to a Poison Ivy. Just keeps adding more and more poisons to it. Back to Poison Ivy. That was her Tactical Renaissance. Her links are to Red Robin. You get 5% hit points, defense 2.5%. Huntress 2.5% attack, hit points 2.5%, defense 2.5%, and then if you have Harley and Catwoman, these are all fairly easy to get. You get another 10% attack on top of this. So other characters you might want to use with her, other than her, of course, Penguin, obviously, and Scarecrow, because of the only 2 characters that can do poison. The other tank would be Gorilla Grodd. If you don't realize, Gorilla Grodd will extend, and he can extend debuffs on a target that attacks him, meaning he'll extend poisons. He also knocks back turn meter, that's why he makes such a great tank. The fifth is kind of really up to you. I do suggest some kind of damage dealer, whether that be Batman, if you need single target, if you need more of an AoE. Nowadays it would be Green Arrow, maybe Constantine if you don't have him. I can even make a case for Jessica Cruz to get some extra healing / damage, or not so much healing, but shielding to go with her. So that's Poison Ivy in a nutshell, and why she's such a good character, but she's just short of being like a great character. I think we just need some more characters that put out poison to give her a truly full team. Or at least one other character, because like I said, Grodd could easily slot in there. I think if she got one more character that did that, she could become quite a foe. You really want to use her though when you're going against a heavy healing team, whether that be in some digital universe or the main stages, anything like that. The reason being, the other effect of poison, it decreases healing received. So if you got 10 stacks of poison on somebody, they would not receive any healing. She's, like I said, she is a very interesting character, and because of that, if you can make that team survive, and it's a drawn-out battle, her team will win, because that poison's doing damage, preventing healing, and then she does the same amount of damage, has more and more stacks of poison get on there. That pretty much wraps it up for Poison Ivy. Hope it helps you understand the character a little bit better. If this video is helpful, you want to see more content on DC Worlds Collide, like and subscribe. Let me know what you want to see. I got some other ideas of some things I want to record and make. I really need to get more into this. I think this game's getting closer and closer to a global launch. The rumor is summer. That was just a rumor though, but it's looking more and more likely. Until next time, everybody.